Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to this week's vlog. This is gonna be a big one this week. I have 3 days essentially until I start school now. I don't know whether I'm going to include orientation day and Friday yet this week or not, or if I'm gonna put that actually into a separate vlog. So basically Thursday there's no classes, but it's basically an orientation day. Friday is a couple of different sessions and then I jump right into classes. So I think what I'm probably gonna end up doing is between the next two videos, get it so that the vlogs are kind of a little bit behind of where I am in real time, so that if I'm feeling too much, I have a video to kind of warn that there might be not enough content. So I might do that instead, just because I think I'm going to have quite a bit of content the next few days as I prepare for classes and finish off work, deal with the emotions of that. Although right now I'm actually feeling pretty neutral about everything. I don't know how I'm going to be feeling though, as the emotions, like any other emotions, come in waves. If I don't include Thursday, Friday, I can end off the vlog a little earlier and then jump into that, like editing it this weekend for the following week, and then I'm not having that pressure of constantly having to wait until a certain day and cut off the vlog and all of that. So I think that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. I'm going to end up splitting this into prepping for school and then actually having it go so that it's the first couple of days, just because I think there's going to be so much content. I don't know how much I'm going to be actually vlogging tomorrow, as I'm going to be at work from my normal hours that I'm used to being at work. Today is very strange, actually. I originally booked this day off because I thought we'd be traveling home today. So I didn't actually need to book it off. I probably could have worked. But I'm happy I didn't, because I've got a few other things that are not school related that I would like to get done today, including laundry and some other stuff. So, and the biggest reason is I haven't had much time and or motivation to wash my normal clothes, as I've been living in my uniform for the last 3 years, essentially. I think I'm basically at 3 years since I started at the place I'm working at, which is kind of insane. It's kind of amazing how at the end of August, things seem to change all the time. The only time it didn't was last year, and the only thing I kept saying was, oh, it's been a year since I started in this department, but other than that, nothing really changed. The absolute most important thing I need to get done today is to wash the clothes that I normally do have to wear throughout the weeks. I'm gonna wash everything. I was kind of like, ugh, this is gonna hurt, like, not having the income in, but I think it is going to be for the best as I kind of figure out my routine for what school is going to be like and all of that. So I do think it's going to work out. It's just like going from having a certain amount of money coming in to essentially nothing is going to be a little bit hard. Now, the good news is that school is paid for. So that's good. All of my supplies are paid for. The biggest things are going to be the needle that is allowing me to even do this in the first place, as I'm going to be losing benefits. I haven't really talked about that much, and I probably won't until it really starts to irk me, but I will be probably talking about it a little bit. And then the second is that as a part of becoming a pharmacy technician, I think in the next couple of months, now in the orientation package they said October, but I'm pretty sure we were told to prepare for this in September, is paying the fee to actually apply as an intern in the overseeing body, which is the pharmacy professionals in the province. That is about, I think they said, between $600 and $700 for that. What every student has to do in this program is register as an intern. So that's actually really important. It's a requirement. So that's going to be a little bit of a expense. Other than that, it's going to be a similar amount probably for my needle once every 4 weeks. It's just going to be something I have to deal with. I could probably do a whole video or podcast on that, and I might. We'll see. The prep work I'm going to be doing, which I've been doing some as like things come in on the website. Like I did a little bit last night actually, because there were some updates that I missed from being gone this last weekend. and most of them actually were on Friday. I think I'm going to go downstairs and get started on the laundry right away. So, like I said, I've been living in my uniforms for like, I don't even know how long now, but I need to find the clothes that I normally like to wear when I'm not at work. Because, like, I wear them a little bit underneath, like, my uniform shirt and all of that, but there are some of them that I can't because of where the one logo is located. It's actually visible. I'm not gonna film everything, but I wouldn't mind filming like a little bit, maybe like a time lapse or something of each of them. That's it for now, and I'll update you whenever I update you again. I don't know why, but Kilo started sleeping up here. I thought it was maybe because he can look outside, but then he turned this way. So I really don't know. Hey everyone, so it's Monday afternoon, and I've started getting a lot of stuff actually online, and there's quite a bit of stuff I want to do on Wednesday. So I want to see and find out what course outlines I have, what material I have so far, so that I can go through and just kind of organize everything into classes. So I'm doing this while I actually wait for clothes to be ready. I'm doing mainly laundry and stuff today. I just did some vacuuming in my room, so I'm like trying not to sneeze right now. That's the update for now. I gotta go and switch some clothes, so I'm gonna do that to take a break before I read this next one. And then, yeah, I will probably see you at this point in the morning. See you then. Alright, hello everyone. It is Tuesday, August 27th, and I'm actually just eating supper. It's like 7:35, but I had a few things I wanted to do and then just kind of got distracted. Today was a lot less emotional than I thought it was going to be. I actually got a lot of my emotions out during my meditation this morning, so really wasn't that bad. Tomorrow, I've got so much stuff I've got to do. I've got a whole list, but I'm going to be taking you guys with me as that is going to be the end of the vlog for this week. And then next week, I'm going to be sharing the first couple days of school. I think I'm going to do it for the first couple days of school, and then we'll resume for the full week after that. So it's going to be like a little bit behind real time, but I think that's the best option, at least to try and get as much content out for like in these weeks as possible, and then that way I'm not strained for trying to find time to finish vlog content. I'm feeling okay. I've got some emotions coming and going right at this point in time, but overall things are actually fairly good, so I'm quite happy about that. I don't think a lot of this has hit me yet, that like I'm not going to be at work every day like I have, and that things are changing. Like it's probably just not going to feel real until I've actually started into classes and into the lectures and doing homework again, doing studying again, actually studying for exams and completing assignments and doing all of it again. I'm ready for this, but kind of scared at the same time, especially after seeing the anatomy and physiology course. It's going to be a very, very heavy course, and it's not the only course. So this is going to be probably equivalent to my biochemistry degree in probably third or fourth year. So that's kind of insane. I'm kind of happy that I have an idea of how to learn and how to study, because if I was coming out of this into from high school, it would be a little scary. And honestly, like, it took me probably 3.5 years like of my degree to learn how to learn basically. And then I got sick, so it was hard to know whether I was actually doing anything right or not. Things were a lot less emotional than I expected it to be, but it seems to come in waves at the most random of times. It's just the way life is right now, I guess. I will see you guys all in the morning. Catch you later. Hey, good morning, everyone. So, welcome to the day before. Today I'm going to be taking you through all of the prep work that I'm going to be doing for tomorrow. So I don't start classes, well, technically start classes on Friday, but tomorrow is the first day of like an orientation kind of thing. Right now I'm just updating my webcam software. Here's the plan for the day. So checklist for Wednesday is to add all dates to my book planner, which is in my cart, and also add work dates to the calendar. I'm going to do this for my electronic calendar and also on that planner as well. My plan is to go through my schedule and mark all classes so that I know what class is what. And this is because as of right now, they all look the same. Like, so for example, like I have a pharmacy 184, 107, 187, 182, 179. And like some of the other ones I can kind of tell based upon like their short code. But these other things, they look all the same, and it's like it reminds me of upper year biochemistry actually. They all look the same, so you kind of have to look at the course description and see what they are. Now, eventually as you go through them, you kind of start to figure out what class is what, and you get to associate the number with what you're studying. But until a couple of weeks, you generally don't know what you're taking to a certain degree. So if a lot of classes have a similar course code or whatever, they're going to look the same at the start. I'm also planning on going through my course outlines again. I have basically kind of skimmed them, seeing, okay, what's in this for assignments, what are the weighting of exams, are they open or closed book kind of thing, just to get an idea. And then I need to read through the orientation handbook again. I haven't done this in about a week, so I do want to make sure I go through the handbook one more time so that this time when I'm reading through it, it's fresh for tomorrow because this is one of the things we're going to be covering, but so that I can also write down or come up with any questions I might have. I don't know if I'm going to have questions, but now's the time to do it, and it'll probably make a little bit more sense now too that I've had a chance to look at some of the course materials in the classes. I need to find a way to make my PDF reader. I actually got a PDF reader that allows me to annotate slides and all of that, or like PDF documents. I can also like make a Word document into a PDF document and all of that using this program. It's 100% free. So I want to try and figure out how I can make this the default so there's opening in this program. Tried to find a way, but I haven't really had time to just sit down and see if I can figure it out. So that's one of the things I want to do. And then I need to find a way to make an electronic calendar as well. I think for this, I'm going to be using Outlook just because everything is kind of populated onto there as well. And it looks like I can add in things. So I want to have my book planner and my Outlook calendar match. And then if there's updates, like what there has been, I think we've had 2 changes to the schedule since getting it actually. So when there's any changes, then I can just make the changes. Part of today was actually doing all of this. Now, when I was in university, this is what I spent my time doing before classes got really crazy. However, we kind of dive into this really fast, and so I want to do this ahead of time because I've got the materials ahead of time. And then I need to go through and see what course materials are available. So each day, basically, more stuff is becoming accessible. So, example, yesterday for the anatomy and physiology class I have to take, I got access to a e-textbook basically, so I was starting to read through that and maybe starting to cry at the same time. It brings back some traumatic memories of my second year physiology class that I had to take in my biochemistry program. And that one was a full year. So I don't know how in depth they're going to be getting with this program. That's one of the reasons, again, why I didn't challenge the program, is because I want to know like to what level they want me to know stuff. I kind of have an idea based upon like what pharmacy technicians can do from with working with pharmacy technicians at work that are registered technicians. I need to write out any questions that I have if I come up with anything. And then I also need to finish and start editing the video that you're watching right now. So that's kind of the plan for today. And I'm also going to be testing out my area here. I think I'm going to start probably with the schedule, honestly. I think that's the place I need to start because that's probably going to take the most time. Hope to see you guys in a little bit. So what I've gotten done so far is I've started going through my schedule and like marking them. And now I've started to like write down, I hope you guys can see that, what each class is because it's very confusing. And then when I was on my online thing, I actually found out Ashley's got homework already. So I've got to watch a few videos for my one class that starts on Friday. It's actually like the second class of the whole thing. And there's a few videos we need to watch on antibiotics. So I will be doing that at some point today and making notes and stuff on that for the questions that were asked in the lecture. So this is what I plan on doing with the sticky notes. So if I encounter something that I need to remember, is just writing it down. And it's just because it's something I got used to in the pharmacy rather than just putting it on my list and perhaps forgetting about it. If I have it staring at me in the face there, I'll actually remember it. So what I'm doing is just going through here and just marking on the calendar what all classes I have for that day because unlike in university where I had very specific classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So the schedule would repeat Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Tuesday, Thursday, they would be equal as well. The only changes were with labs because they were once a week, and it was basically like an extra class. I don't know how much more of time lapses I'm gonna do just because it's gonna get boring, but what I'll probably do is like update you guys on like what I'm doing. So right now, like I said, I'm just going through and like marking this, and then what I'm gonna do is post it back here so that when I'm looking at my schedule, I know which class I'm looking at for that day. Between referencing my agenda, referencing the schedule, adding in to Outlook eventually because I want it also on Outlook so that it's on my phone too, so that I can look in the morning, okay, this is where I need to be. And then also making sure I pay attention to our normal section for where the schedule is posted because like I said, it's constantly changing. So I'm gonna leave you guys for right now and catch you later. Okay, I just wanted to pop on here quickly and go, I am so thankful that I am finally going to be able to use my degree for something. I haven't really done much with it up until I would say the last couple of months where I've been tested on some things at work. They've been like getting me to practice some pharmacy calculations, like how I'll have to do for when I'm actually doing pharmacy calculations. And a lot of the skills in that are transferable from chemistry class. It is just so cool though, because for the longest time after I got sick, I didn't think there was going to be any hope of me using my degree at all. So this is just great. And like not only that, but like the study skills and that kind of things. It's nice to finally have a use for it. Not just the endless amount of hours of crying that I did. It's about a little after 1. I took lunch at the time that I'm gonna have to be eating lunch from now on, which is 12 to 1. And so right now I'm currently going through my, I guess, program handbook basically. And if there's anything that I have questions about, I'm writing them down so that tomorrow when we go through them during our orientation, which is what we've been told we're going to be going through in the orientation session tomorrow, I can either see if they answer these questions or ask them in the chat. So that's what I'm currently doing right now. The next step, I'm going to be going through my course outline and all of that and seeing what all I have available for like different information. That's the update for right now. Probably update again in a little bit. It is almost 5:30 now. I didn't vlog anything this afternoon because I was trying to go through all of this information. Okay, so here is the outline of all of my classes that I have to take. Guys, this is September to like mid-December. So I basically just use sticky notes on the ones I'm gonna share with. A few of them were strategic, so I have one where I have the same instructor for both classes. Then I put some of the other ones with some of the shorter classes. Some of them were just random, basically. So, oh, the other one was actually on purpose too, because one of them kind of precedes the other. I don't know if it's really a prerequisite or if not. I think it's actually considered a co-requisite. Like the math courses are all together basically, and then that's pretty much it. But this is gonna be insane. Like now that I've actually took the time and went through everything, it's going to be absolutely crazy. So now I'm going to show you my schedule. This is not the final schedule, but it's a lot of the schedule. So I'll do that now. Okay, so we basically only have 2 days in August. So those are like the registration day and some of the other different sessions. That's tomorrow. As of the time of filming this video, I will already have completed this week by the time this video goes live. I'm going to show the next couple days in a different vlog. The 30th is when things actually start to get going. So I got a study tips session followed by a library session because we're going to be using a lot of library resources. And we get access to a lot of this stuff actually on the library website. And then right after that, we get right into classes. So those are the classes I'll be taking the first day on Friday. Here is what the schedule looks like on paper. So Labor Day on Monday, and then just right across. First couple of weeks aren't too crazy. First midterm on the 9th. Should have known that. First final on the 16th. And so I just put like I kind of color coded them to be like, here's a unit exam. These are finals. This is like when class schedule is a little different, basically. So this day of no school is actually National Truth of Reconciliation. And actually, I could have probably said I could work that day. However, I'm going to use it to catch up, so I'm not even worried about it. So one of the things I was doing today was going through and putting all of this down on paper. And then I've also got two where I work in here. I've only got my work schedule up until October 5th, I believe it is. But that'll change come the end of the month. I'm just trying to keep my video away from my computer because right now I've got some copyrighted slides on there that I don't want to show on YouTube. So I'm just trying not to talk and have that at the same time. So we've got a midterm break in here. So I might work one of the days, but just based upon kind of how things are shaping out here, I am going to try and avoid working on weekdays at all. I think I'm going to need all of the time I'm going to have during the week for working on whether it be assignments or getting together with group projects or kind of all of that. So I just want to make sure that everything is kind of open for that. And then classes actually are finished on the 13th for us, so that's actually kind of nice. But anyways, that's it for the prepping vlog. I have come up with a few questions that I have for tomorrow that if I don't get answered, I'm going to ask them. I'm pretty sure most of them will get answered. They're pretty good, actually. But always good to come up with a few questions. That's generally what I got from reading through the orientation package again. But I think I'm ready to go for this. I'm going to go and start editing this vlog now. I'm probably not going to get much of it done, but I have done most of my prep work. I think for tomorrow, there are a few things that I need to do. I need to review slides for my classes that I have on Friday. And there's a few videos also that I need to watch and make sure that I understand what's going on and answer the questions in the one set of slides. So that's what's going to be up for tomorrow once I'm done the orientation, which I think the orientation actually ends at 3:30 tomorrow. So it's not bad. I also have to go to the pharmacy and get my last Aimovig needle that's going to be covered. I lose my benefits as of this weekend. Unfortunately, it is one of the downsides of me doing this. I don't want that holding me back from being able to go on and do more. And I still have one course here that I am waiting for a course evaluation, or not course evaluation, but a, what do you call it? Course outline. That's the word I'm looking for. So hopefully I get that soon because the course actually starts, I think, on Tuesday. So I'm sure they'll have it in the next couple of days. That's it. If you're enjoying my content and you want to follow along as I go throughout this journey, feel free to subscribe and hit the like button. That's it for this one, and thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye, everyone.